Honeywish yawned as she emerged from her nest of moss, stretching each of her legs out before she shook herself and pushed through the bushes that wrapped around the heart of camp. The sun was beginning to rise, and light flickered through the forest, bringing with it a new warmth that hinted at the beginning of new leaf. Interesting scents danced on the wind, and the birds, full of energy at the hint of the shifting seasons, called loudly to one another from within the forest. With any luck, hunting would be good today, and the prey pile would be filled with the dawn's patrol hunt. Speaking of the dawn patrol, Honeywish meowed to herself and stretched again, glancing around the clearing for Briarstock. The strong, russet Tom had finally returned to the hunting patrol over the last few moonrises, his grief over losing his mate Ferncreek finally ebbing away enough that he could focus on tracking prey. Briarstock had already added tremendously to the prey pile, and Honeywish felt a flush of pride for the warrior's skills. She had helped to train Briarstock when he first arrived in the clan, though he had a lot of natural hunting skill of his own, and during his time grieving for Ferncreek, Honeywish had spent extra time sharing tongues with him as he rested in his bed of moss. She had begun to look forward to the time they spent together every morning with special excitement. "Briarstock," Honeywish called out, running over as soon as she spotted him standing with Oakpaw under the training oak. "There you are! I was wondering if you would like to go for a morning hunt together. It sounds as though the birds are so distracted with the nice weather that we could practically pluck them off their perches." She purred in amusement, waving her tail in a friendly manner. "Oh, Honeywish," Briarstock meowed, his voice surprised. Not today, I'm afraid. I'm going to spend a little time training with Oakpaw." Briarstock nodded to the powerful young cat beside him, pride in his voice. "Later today, Lionstar wants to take the apprentices on a tour of the clan territory. I want to be sure to teach Oakpaw a bit about the scents we may encounter before then." "Oh," Honeywish meowed, her tail falling. She blinked in confusion as her heart gave an odd twist, then shook her head and tried to ignore it. Of course." "I'm glad you understand," Briarstock meowed, dipping his head to Honeywish in a gesture of respect. "Now that I am Oakpaw's mentor, I will be very busy, but maybe we can share tongues later." With another nod, he waved his tail towards Oakpaw, and the two trotted off around the training oak, Briarstock's voice trailing away as he began describing the different scents of birds and trees in their territory. Honeywish watched as Briarstock and Oakpaw walked away, confusion making her vision blur and her head feel full of feathers. She was sitting in the middle of her clan's territory, surrounded by cats she knew and trusted. So why was it she suddenly felt so lonely? From the bushes nearby, Silverfang narrowed his eyes and let out a soft sigh from his place hidden among the shadows, quietly watching the lonely she-cat with a glimmer of doubt in his eyes. Hello everyone and welcome back to the Sims 3 Warrior Cats Challenge, and we are back here in Moss Clan where a lot has happened since last time. Oh, and there goes Crowfeather. Where are you going, Crowfeather? It looks like the morning hunting patrol is beginning to put itself together, but we are here with Oakpaw and his new mentor Briarstock. So Briarstock has been recovering very well from the loss of his mate Ferncreek, and he was very depressed for a long time, and we were really worried about his health as a result. But thankfully, Briarstock has really picked himself back up. By the way, doesn't he have just the prettiest markings? And he is really feeling good because he is now Oakpaw's mentor. And that is definitely going to give him a huge boost. Give him something to do. Give him plenty to keep busy with. But it may be interesting to see if, he's going to be so busy that certain friendships he may have been cultivating, he won't have time for anymore. So we'll have to see what happens here with Miss Honeywish, who is actually going to need to start the dawn hunting patrol pretty soon. But Silverfang seems to be keeping an eye out for her, trying to make sure that she's not going to feel too lonely, though he's on his way. Stop trying to scratch. What is with you silly silver little old man? Stop trying to scratch that bed. He just really has something against that bed. He wants to scratch everything. All right, you guys go ahead and scratch the things you're supposed to scratch. If you want to help Silverfang, scratch a boundary tree. But yeah, poor Honeywish. We'll have to see how things turn out for her, but it is about time to start the morning hunting patrol. And we're going to have Oakpaw, who already is a natural at hunting. He's got level 4 skill on hunting. Oh, and look, his brother wants to learn. Oh, I think that Lizardpaw wants to learn hunting, and it looks like he wants to play with another pet, so maybe he'll play with his father. So we'll have to see. Maybe Lionstar will be willing to teach his son a few hunting moves, since unfortunately Lizardpaw, his mentor is Mossleaf. Where's Mossleaf? Oh, she's waiting to be groomed. Oh my gosh, who's trying to groom her? What? Oh, that's so sweet. Never mind. Lizard Paw's coming over to groom Mossleaf. So he's going to take care of his mother, who is also his mentor. And a lot of you guys were very confused. You were like, Seri, why are you making Mossleaf Lizard Paw's mentor? Well, the reason is Lizard Paw very, very, very clearly has some of the magic of the forest running in his veins. He definitely can hear the plants. He can hear the trees as they talk to him. And none of the other cats really know what that means, but it definitely means that he has spirit of the forest abilities. And so Mossleaf, as the spirit of the forest cat, is the only one who can really train him right now. And what that means to train him, if he'll ever be able to focus on hunting, if he'll ever be able to have relationships that are normal with other cats, we'll have to see as he's developing and getting older, and especially as New Leaf is coming with spring and all of its abundance. It looks like it's getting harder and harder for him to focus. All right, hey, Briarstock, for crying out loud, get out of there. Turned around for 1 second and all the cats scattered. All right, let's get the hunting patrol going. So it is dawn, so we need to get the hunting patrol out. I don't know how busy the prey pile is, but today, in fact, let's have Briarstock come over one more time with Oak Paw. Okay, today we're going to have Briarstock and Oak Paw socialize again and then train together. Looks like Crowfeather is training with Lionstar, and that's true. I guess Lionstar wouldn't really have time to focus on trying to train up his son Lizardpaw because he's always been busy like trying to train Crowfeather and take him under his wing. All right, so Crowfeather, let's get you hunting. Crowfeather has also started to turn into one of our best hunters, so we'll have to see how that goes. And then let's get Lionstar hunting. And where's Honeywish? All right, she's finishing up scratching, and as soon as she's done, I think she'd be feeling a little bit lonely today. And when she tends to feel lonely, she tends to hunt like around here, almost by where Dogaze is. But I wonder if she's not really close to Dogaze the way that Fern Creek was. So hopefully we'll have Silverfang maybe have a chance to talk with her later. We'll have to see what Silverfang wants to do. He also wants to improve his hunting skill, which I thought was kind of sweet. All right, meanwhile, Squirrely is waiting to be groomed. Is Lizard Kit coming to groom her, really? Prey pile looks like it's empty unless there's like a stray beetle hiding somewhere. So Lizard Kit, are you off to groom? He's off to groom Squirrely. Aw, in the bushes no less, apparently. Rejected? That's so sad. Do you guys have any wants with each other? No, Squirrely wants to socialize with Oakpaw. Alright, well I guess she's gonna go off and hunt then. That's too bad. Lizardpaw, that's so sad. Alright, well we'll send this one out for hunting. And then we will have these two. Okay, so Oakpaw is going to be training with Briarstock for a minute, I think. Man, that was so mean. Poor Lizardpaw coming over to try to talk to Squirrely. But I wonder if he just has an awkward way of talking with the cats that kind of puts them off a little bit. Well, let's see. Quail Eye, Crowfeather, improve hunting skill. Lizardpaw, what else do you want to do? Play with your dad, sniff Briarstock, learn hunting skill. He might have to just work with his mom for a little while. Mossleaf, what the heck are you up to? She's off to go scratch things and she needs food. So Lizardpaw, who's going to train you? Let's see if, he can't really train with his mom. Okay, he's just going to lay down then. All right. Well, we'll have to keep an eye on him. I'm a little worried for him now. But yeah, all the cats are now out hunting who can hunt. And don't mind Willow, she's just writing a book called Plant Some Among the Aliens because I need to keep her busy. Ah, Lizardpaw, where are you going now? He's off to... Oh, Honeywish just improved her hunting skill. Good job. So, I guess Lizardpaw could help, gather up the flowers. That's something he could do. He could start building his relationship with Willow, if nothing else, huh? That might be something that... Let's see. And playfully pounds Lizardpaw. Okay. I think that Mossleaf is going to try to teach him. I think she would feel like with everybody else, see all of the other cats in the background busy hunting, Lizardpaw coming up to his mom, feeling kind of bad because he's not contributing to the hunting. I think Mossleaf would try to kind of exchange a few skills with him, even if she is expecting kits. So they may not be the most professional pouncing skills, but I think that's definitely something he would try. Or she would try to teach him. Almost like special training. I feel like Lizardpaw might be very overwhelmed by all of the sounds that he can hear that other cats can't. And so he kind of needs his own special bit of training here among the leaves, privately away from all the other cats. And I think Mossleaf would probably push herself, and we'll have to make sure she doesn't push herself too hard to try to train Lizardpaw, because she's very, very worried that his abilities might make him maybe weaker in the clan's eyes, and she really desperately wants her sons to be okay, her sons to be more or less normal and able to take care of the clan and contribute to the clan, even if that's not really the case, because she carries a lot of guilt and worry that the magic in her veins has affected her children somehow. So let's see if we can let them train. Yeah, I think we'll have them train together until he has his very first hunting skill. And I'm going to keep Mossleaf going, and it might make her risk her becoming sick because she is expecting kits. But I think it's something that she would do until he finally has his first hunting skill. She'd push herself that hard for her first son. All right, so we've got a pigeon here. And then we do have these two spotted beetles. We'll have to have Old Man Silverfang give Honeywish one of the spotted beetles, because I know that's something he wants to do. And I think he'd give one to Lizardpaw too. All right. And Squirreleaf caught a rhinoceros and a light beetle, neither of which are rare enough to count. Ooh, a pygmy tortoise. What? Good job, Honeywish. All right, we'll add that to the prey pile. A couple assassin beetles. Here's a stag beetle. Lion Star just caught a trilobite beetle. Pretty sure, yep, that's a rare one, so we can get rid of one of the empty chip bags. And to remind you guys, because some of you guys were asking, what happens when you catch too many empty chip bags? You have to go to two-leg territory. And then who knows what would happen. Dang it, Mossleaf. You're not supposed to eat that right now. Please tell me. Come on, come on. Oh, no. Well, I'm going to have to let Mossleaf eat that pigeon now, even though I didn't want her to. Well, Lizardpaw's all the way over here anyway. But I'm going to have to let her eat it, because otherwise it's going to be broken anyway. Alright. But yeah, Lizardpaw still hasn't learned how to hunt. So I don't think that's going to do very good things for his self-esteem. So maybe later today, he can go over with Willow and try to learn how to talk to the plants some. So try to learn how to talk to the spirit of the forest. All right, rare beetles, rare beetles. That's a pretty good hunt. Now that we finally got, oh, and did we get Oakpaw's first? Oh, Oakpaw, you were supposed to be hunting Oakpaw. Oakpaw, for crying out loud. I guess we could say he was a little tired from training, but I think he and his mentor need to get over here and start doing some hunting. I feel like Silverfang is sleeping over here to maybe try to pick up some tips. Come on, you goofballs. All right, never mind. You know what? We're just going to let Briarstock sleep. Never mind. We'll let him sleep, and we'll let Oakpaw sleep, and they'll just have to take patrol, or they'll have to take, like, hunting at a different time. All right, you go. Ooh, is that a plasma beetle? Go, Honeywish, go. Go, Honeywish, go. Catch this plasma beetle. Oh, yeah. Look at how pretty that is. Look at that. Look at that plasma beetle. Oh, man. I love how they glow. I wish there was a better way to, like, capture the flowers and the cat and the plasma beetles. Come a little closer, Honeywish. That's right. Not too close. Not too close. We've got to get this just right, because it's so pretty. All right. There you go. All right, Honeywish. You have my permission. Ooh, there was one right behind you. Never mind. All right. All right. We lost a cat. Ooh, Lion Star just caught a rat. What? Good job, Lion Star. All right. Go ahead and sleep here. That's kind of cute that Oakpaw is sleeping over here and not in the nursery anymore, because he's not a kit anymore. He wants to stay where the bigger cats are. Did you catch it? Did you catch it? Did you catch it? Yes! All right. Another plasma bug. Man, we're going to start being able to, like, let the cats take some serious risks, because we have a lot of stuff. Look at that. And then I don't know. I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of that. There we go. Another spotted beetle. I think they're just like yummy snacks. I think spotted beetles are just like extra yummy snacks. But that got rid of that empty chip bag. There's another plasma beetle. Woo! Very lucky there. Crowfeather's not having quite as much luck today, it seems. All right. And then, yeah, we'll have to have Oakpaw in his very first hunt in a little while. I do want to try to take the apprentices down on a patrol today as well. That's something that's kind of in the cards, maybe. All right. And Mossleaf. I think Mossleaf would try to introduce her son, but she's getting tired, and I think she would know she needs to introduce her son to the spirit of the land, but she gets sort of snoozy. Oh my gosh, there's so many beetles over here! What are you all doing over here? Don't climb around in that. The cats are supposed to sleep in that sometimes. So yeah, I think Mossleaf would be too tired. So we're beginning to see some of the huge, ooh, another assassin beetle, good. Some of the huge downsides to having, ooh, and a yellow python. Oh, go Squirreleap. Man, Squirreleap is on fire today. But we're starting to see some of the huge downsides. Oh, that's a really cool iguana. Oh my gosh, that's adorable. To a pregnant cat being a mentor. She just doesn't have the energy level. She wasn't able to train up her son in how to hunt just yet, which is not good. Not good for Lizard Paw, because I think he'd feel really behind his brother and probably a bit self-conscious, because now everybody starts talking about how he has these weird abilities and what does that mean. All right, let's go ahead and clean out. The spirit of the land has to like fertilize the trees right now with the cat litter, because this is getting a little ridiculous. Mossleaf is also a neat cat, so she won't just pee on the ground like most cats should unless she gets desperate. Honeywish caught the iguana, but she was so hungry she ate it. Well, thankfully the prey pile is full, so that's okay, Honeywish, but that's kind of hilarious. Oh, there's Dogaze. Dogaze! Are you coming over to say good morning? And Honeywish is off to eat. Too bad, I was going to have him interact. Didn't catch that quite in time. All right, so what is Lionstar doing? It looks like he is headed down. He wants to hiss at Willow. You're not hissing at Willow. It looks like he's headed down to scratch at the boundary trees. So I think it may be about time to leave soon. Oh, is there a bird over here? We should catch this. We'll let him scratch on the boundary tree and then try catching this. But I think after that, and a spiny turtle squirrely. She is just on fire. Yeah, after he tries catching this bird, I think that Lionstar will want to take his sons with Briarstock. Mossleaf will have to stay because she is expecting kits. But he'll take his sons on a patrol, and we'll have to see if we meet any of the cats. We'll have to roll the generator and see if we meet the cats, and hopefully they'll be with their apprentices too, down at one of the contested border areas. So, what? What? This says no dogs. What? This says no dogs. Okay, this is a stray dog, and we even have the sign that is supposed to discourage stray dogs from showing up. Well, this is not good. This is not good, and I think Honeywish was headed like over in this general direction, so it looks like we're about to have a gigantic fight on our hands. There's no way. There's no way. Okay, Lionstar. Oh my gosh. Wait, where'd it go? Where is he? He's invading our territory. Where is this dog? Is he knocking over? Oh, geez. Willow, where'd he go? Willow, what happened to the dog? Oh my gosh. Where'd the dog go? He was right there. I guess he came and he barked at the sign and disappeared. Well then. Playfully pounce Honeywish, sniff Honeywish. I think they're gonna have to talk about that. And then I think he'll bring Honeywish on patrol with him so they can go like a few cats strong, because they definitely need to investigate the local area. What on earth was that all about? Nuzzle with Lionstar? Well, I guess we could try that, but you've got like a lot of other things over here too. Well, that was a little unexpectedly exciting. I did not expect to see like a dog just wandering up to our territory. And I was about to fight it with like Lionstar too, and then it just vanished. So yeah, that's definitely going to get the cats a little riled up, and we will have to send them out to the Odd Herb place as a patrol. And then we'll have to send them over to the contested area and see if we run into the other clans there. All right, but first things first, do not risky whatnots. First things first, we'll have these two kind of like catch up with each other for a second, because I think he would be testing her skills and just being like, you won't believe what I just found. I thought I smelled a dog. Man, I thought I found a dog too. Jeez. Well, that was exciting. Okay, if we run into that dog again, we'll have to fight him for sure. All right, and what are the other cats up to really quickly? Oh, Dogaze is grooming Old Man Silverfang. Oh, that's so cool. See, this clan is more what you would think a clan should run like. The medicine cat is taking good care of the elders and kind of keeping an eye on everybody else. Squirreleap has done a very hard morning of hunting. She has caught a rare spiny turtle and a yellow python. We might give those to our medicine cat in case those can be used for medicine cat things. Lizard Paw, I think Lizard Paw is just kind of spinning his wheels and feeling a little bit lonely. His brother is ready to go and scratch on boundary trees, which I'm going to interpret as he's ready to get going and doing patrol. And I think, well, we'll let his dad finish like scratching this. And I think that we'll let, let's see, go ahead and pee. And we'll let Honeywish try to catch that, catch this nuthatch because she's the one who wants to master her hunting skill. Yeah, and Lionstar is not that interested in mastering the hunting skill just yet. So after we try to catch the nuthatch, we will send the cats down to the odd herb place, and then we'll send them over to the contested area. So Briarstock, I hope he's feeling up to it. Let's wake him up, because he needs to go eat and be ready. Anybody else need to be awoken of the apprentices? No, I don't think so. Alright, yeah, just needs to go scratch on things. So we're going to send Lionstar. And we will send Honeywish, Briarstock, and the apprentices. Oh, and then Willow, I need to do something with you. So Willow, you can come back over here. She wants to like play with Briarstock. Willow, you come back over here and you keep working on that. You keep working on your book there. Don't you worry about that. All right. And then how's the hunt going? Honeywish, do you have good news for us? Ooh. Ooh, you guys, I think she has some good news because it's kind of obvious that there's a bird in there. Yeah, just a little bit. Just a little bit. All right. So she just caught herself a nuthatch. Wonderful. Well, they'll have a little bit of food that they can potentially eat on the go then. All right. So let's make sure all the cats are ready. And maybe, where is Lionstar? He's still over here. And he's still scratching. And Honeywish, come over. We'll have them socialize for a little bit. And let's go grab Briarstock. Make sure that he can get some food. So have him go ahead and pee. I just destroyed a bug. I didn't mean to destroy the bug. But I did. Which bug was it? Which bug was it? Did I kill it? Is it still good? Okay, maybe it's still good. Oh, and there's Squirrely. It looks like she's after this pygmy tortoise. I think Squirrely has quite the appetite. She usually does. Alright, and Briarstock, we'll wait for him to eat, and then we will send the cats out. So, let's see, you're doing good. Lizardpaw, you're doing good. And then we'll send them down to the odd herb place. And they can patrol around a little bit, see if there's anything odd going on there. And then we'll pop over to the fields, and we'll see if we run into Branch Clan over there. Alright, good job, Squirrely. She loves hanging out in the prey pile, and I have no idea why. Alright, doing good. Briarstock, doing good. There he goes. He ate his food. We'll let him scratch on this for just a second. And then we'll send the cats off. And Mossleaf, what are you doing? She is still snoozing. Heavily pregnant. These two are still grooming. Wow, you're going to starve. You're going to starve this poor cat. She wants to groom him again. That's adorable. And she wants to, like, present a gift to him. Silverfang, old man, go eat. Go eat. He wants to sniff Willow. Become best friends with Dogaze. Oh, that's so sweet. All right, there we go. So you go eat. Briarstock's doing good. Good. All right. I think that they are definitely high enough up there, you guys. So we're going to come up and we are going to tell the cats. All right, go here. And Lionstar is actually going to lead the cats over here. So we're going to go here with Briarstock, Honeywish, and then his sons. So this is the very first time that all of the cats get to come down. This is the first time the apprentices are going to leave their territory in their entire lives. And then get to come down to the odd herb place. And I wonder what Lizard Kit especially would get out of this place. Ooh, and I wonder if he would see these butterflies and maybe think later, if he becomes friends with Willow and starts understanding her abilities as the spirit of the forest, that he wants to bring Willow down here to help collect those, because those are very useful too. All right, so we'll have to see what happens once the cats get down here. All right, and here they are. So interestingly enough, we had Lionstar and Honeywish show up first, followed by Oakpaw and Briarstock, who seem to be side by side all the time, and then Lizard Kit, who is just kind of on his own, like sticking to the back too. So we'll have to see how all of the cats react to being here. But Lizard Kit He apparently wants to groom himself. He wants to sniff Briarstock, so we'll let him come over and maybe sniff Briarstock. And then I think Oakpaw would be super, super curious and want to see what's going on. Oh, and there's something for him to catch. Let's send him over and let's see if he can catch something. All right, so it looks like it's pretty safe here. I was wondering if the dog would be down here. Huh. I don't know how to take that. Apparently the book that Willow wrote isn't doing very well. Well, we'll ignore her for a minute. All right. So, yeah. We'll have to just let the cats kind of roam around. I think Oakpaw would immediately run over and try to catch these if he could. Come on, buddy. You can do it. And then meanwhile, Lizardpaw wants to sniff Briarstock, so we'll let him do that. And Lionstar and Honeywish, I think, would kind of talk about what the heck's going on over here for just a minute, because I think they would be a little bit concerned about that dog smell, that stray dog, just wanting to make sure that it's not anywhere in the area. And then what's going on with Oakpaw? Where's he going? Don't you look in the window. That could be like the two-leg could get you. The two-leg could become curious in you. But I do think that he would try to stalk for some prey. These bugs are right here, but apparently the cats can't reach them. And these bugs are right here and would be very useful to have. So I think Lizardpaw would go over and try to check them out in just a minute here. So we'll see what happens then. And then Honeywish is at least having a chance to talk about business with Lionstar. So I think she'd be happy about that. All right, and then do you want to do anything? Groom Honeywish. Ooh, Briarstock. Didn't see that coming. Well, I think he'd come over and stalk for some prey too with his apprentice. And then poor Lizardpaw can't stalk for any prey. So I think he'd come over here because these would be new sounds that he had never heard. New voices. Wah! Wah! Don't come over here. Don't come over here. Run for it. Get over here. Get over here. Don't stalk for things. Oakpaw, where are you? Oakpaw, you're gonna want to run for it. Get out of here before the lady shows up. Move it, move it, move it. We don't want to get caught. No, don't catch it. Don't catch it. She's come out. She's excited to see you, but that's his first two-leg. Get out of here. I don't have a two-leg generator yet, but I should soon. I wonder, like, what would be the line there? All right, the cats are gonna have to abandon this. It doesn't look like we'll be able to get anything done over here at this odd herb place today. So let's go ahead and send them over to this side of things. Ooh, what the heck? It's these nanite things. I wonder if we'll ever have a cat who'll be able to collect those. Oh my gosh, and look at all of the rocks and the flowers. There's mushrooms and seeds. I think that Lizard Kit would definitely find this very interesting, and once he understands that his mom needs him to go out quite often and collect up flowers and seeds for Willow, then I think that this will be very, very useful. Also the mushrooms. I feel like the mushrooms should be able to help with something. Maybe if a cat becomes hungry. So we'll have to think about that. All right, well, let's send them all over here and make sure that they can get here safely. So go here with Briarstock, Honeywish, Lizardpaw, and Oakpaw. You never know how these routine... Who the heck is that? Is that Branch? No, it's Egon again. So this is Egon Cat, who's just like a random towny kitty pet cat. And he sure does look like Branch Star. So I wonder just how far Branch Star's genetics may have gone around town. How many siblings he may have and other cats. All right. No. Don't you dare. Briarstock. Don't do it. Don't do it. I don't even know what to think about that. You trying to mark like the person, the human. You can't do that. That's a two-leg. That's a two-leg. Briarstock. Oh no. I wonder if Briarstock might lead Oakpaw astray. I wonder if he might go, oh, I remember two legs. They're not so bad. And I wonder if that would just make everything so much worse. Get over here, all of you. I'm going to have to remember that. What if Briarstock does lead his apprentice astray into thinking two legs aren't that big a deal? Not cultivating enough of a fear of them. I mean, what could happen from there? All right. I think it's interesting how Lionstar and Honeywish are the first cats there and the last cats to leave. Very much what I would expect of a leader and a deputy. All right. But once we get over here, will the random generator have them run into the Branch Clan cats or not? So we're going to have to see once they get here at least. Oh, and there's so much stuff they could collect. Man, I don't even know how to use all of these seeds. We haven't really had any fights, so I wonder if like border skirmishes and border fights are going to start being a thing more often. Oh, phew. All right, so everybody's starting to get over here safely. All right, last cat. And now let's see if we've run into anybody from Branch Clan, Oakpaw walked beside Briarstock, his head held high, although his breath was coming fast as he struggled to keep up with his mentor. Although he had grown considerably over the last few months, he was still a younger cat, and this patrol outside of clan territory had been more exhausting than he had anticipated. Behind the group, Lizardpaw didn't bother to hide his exhaustion. He trailed after them, his head down and his skinny tail dragging along the grass. Oakpaw would have been more worried about his brother if Lizardpaw hadn't stopped every few moments to turn his head and press his ears against the blades of grass or the leaves on a bush, a calm expression on his face. Rolling his eyes, Oakpaw glanced ahead, excitement prickling in his pelt. If what Lionstar had said was true, they weren't even in clan territory anymore. This was the land outside of the territory of the clans, though Honeywish was often trying to talk Lionstar into taking the area over for Moss Clan. Oakpaw nearly purred with anticipation of being able to explore such a new area. Perhaps here there would be more new things to discover, like another one of those odd two-legged creatures, or their oddly scented things. Lionstar, Honeywish, and Briarstock paused beside the bushes at the entrance to the grasslands, the senior cats whispering to one another as they surveyed the territory. Oakpaw pricked his ears and tried to listen to what they were saying, but he was too tired to make out their voices from this distance, though his ears did pick up another sound. He swirled his head around, eyes growing wide at the sound of the rustling in the bushes. Prey! He had thought he would have had a chance to hunt with Briarstock this morning, but they had trained too long to join the hunting parties. Then the two-leg had interrupted him from being able to catch the squirrel he had been stalking at the odd herb place. Excited, Oakpaw crouched down into a hunter's stalk, working his way slowly towards the bush. Maybe if he could catch his first prey in whatever was hiding in the bush, he could earn praise from Briarstock and maybe even his father, Lionstar. With a soft, excited meow, he jumped forward into the leaves. His claws clawed on fur, and for a moment he felt a thrill of surprise, then shock as a voice suddenly shouted, "Hey!" Oakpaw released his grip and spun onto the ground, rolling and meeting the eyes of a strange young cat. A spotted she-cat hauled herself to her feet in front of him, the dark red fur around her face and back bristling. "Just what do you think you're doing?" the she-cat hissed, then dropped her mouth open in shock. "Why are you green?" "Why are you spotted?" Oakpaw shot back, startling himself with his reply. Before the eager cat could say anything more, the bushes rustled and cats burst forward from all directions. Lionstar and Honeywish glanced in surprise as Branchstar and Nightfrost burst through the bushes opposite them. A moment later, Briarstock and Lizardpaw emerged behind their leader and deputy, and another young cat, calico spotted like the cat Oakpaw had jumped on, appeared behind Nightfrost. For a moment, all cats were silent, blinking at one another. Then Branchstar sat down and licked his paw, drawing it carefully over one ear. "So," he meowed, glancing calmly at Lionstar, "it appears our apprentices have met one another." All right, so there you have it, everyone. The apprentices from both clans have finally met. Oh, look at it. Looks like Honeywish is actually playing with Nightfrost. I did not see that coming. And apparently Branchstar just managed to get himself fleeced. So sorry about that, Branchstar. I don't know who brought it. Very sorry about that. Who the heck is Corwin? I have no idea who Corwin is. But we're going to let the leaders talk. I think that they'd actually be feeling, and I'm actually going to take his fleas away because I feel like that's my fault. That's my fault. Sorry about that. Sorry. I teleported you over here, so you should just relax. Oh my gosh, and it looks like Nightfrost, stay here. You can't go anywhere yet. She's like, I don't want to be goofing around with this cat. I want to leave. But yes, so the apprentices are finally meeting with one another. And we actually had Oakpaw jump on top of Wildpaw. And I think that the two clan leaders, Branchstar and Lionstar, would be okay with meeting one another with their apprentices. They'd be a little bit on kind of the defensive. But they're actually bringing their kits. Because Branchstar, this is his child Wildpaw. And then, where'd Stonepaw go? Stonepaw, where the heck are you? Stonepaw is about to be pounced on by somebody. Oh, look at this! Lizard Paw is coming over to pounce on Stone Paw. This is so interesting. So I really want to see how all of the different cats want to interact. It doesn't look like Lion Star is that interested in interacting with any of them. But let's see. Sniff Briarstock. Where'd Briarstock go? Branch Star wants to sniff Briarstock. There's Briarstock. All right, so we'll have him do that. And then let's go ahead and sniff. And then Lion Star playfully pounce Squirrely. He doesn't really want to do anything, so I might let him stalk for prey. I think because this is neutral territory and because they have their children with them for the first time, and the apprentices would be very excited to kind of talk to one another and sniff each other for the first time, that it would be okay to kind of let everybody just socialize with one another instead of be hissy about territory, because no one owns this territory just yet, at least. All right, and let's see. Sniff Moonkit. So Branch starts thinking about Moonkit. Night Frost. Dogaze, who's over somewhere else. So I'll let him sniff Night Frost. Oh, and he wants to sniff Lion Star. So we'll go ahead and let him sniff Lion Star really quickly. And yeah, we're just going to see how the two groups start interacting. And it looks like Stone Paw and Lizard Paw are already interacting. And Night Frost, I think, is hunting. Did she catch anything? Good job, Night Frost! Stag Beetle! And she's about to be pounced on by by Briarstock, so we'll have to see how that goes. This is interesting. So, all on his own, Lizard Paw is coming over to interact with Stone Paw. That is fascinating to me. So, he wants to interact with him, and it looks like Honey Wish is stalking for prey. And then he also wants to sniff Wild Kit. Well, Wild Kit is over here. Oh, she just pounced on top. She's like paying back Oak Paw for pouncing on her. So we'll have to see how this group starts interacting. Stone Paw, stalking for prey. Lizard Paw, why don't you go ahead and come over here? He is right now, and I'm not sure how this will affect him, but he is right now the only cat here who doesn't know how to hunt. So I think that would actually affect Lizard Paw quite a bit. So he wants to come over and sniff this strange new cat. And meanwhile, Oak Paw wants to try to prove his abilities. So I think he's going to come over and try to hunt these bugs. And then this is interesting because Briarstock actually came over, pounced on Night Frost, and then leveled up his hunting skill. So I wonder if he actually managed to learn a new hunting skill in this little mild socialization. And it's kind of nice just to let the cats outside of the gatherings interact on low levels like this, where they don't really have to compete with one another. Honeywish didn't catch whatever she was going after. They're all kind of stalking, like to show off. And then we have Lizard Paw, who can't stalk, because that's not something he's able to do. But his brother's coming. I think his brother is noticing, like, hey, he's kind of not being noticed by any of the other cats. I'm going to come over and interact with them. All right, let's go ahead and sniff. So his brother was going to come goof around with him. That's really sweet of him. And then where's Branch Star? Because, here we go. Branch Star is over here. And Oak Paw actually wants to sniff him. So I think that would be okay. I think both the leaders, it's not like there's bad blood between them or anything like that. Branch Star just couldn't put up with Lion Star being the leader, but that doesn't mean he thinks that he wants to attack Lion Star. There's not a lot of animosity. So we'll just see how everybody interacts. Briarstock's done. He's not that interested. Lizard Paw's sniffing. Oak Paw's sniffing. Very curious about being able to sniff. So yeah, very curious about sniffing Night Frost. And let's have him come over and maybe play with, like, show off. I know what he would want to do. He wants to play with Briarstock. Briarstock, wake up. So I think he would come over and he would playfully pounce his mentor and be like, teach me how to hunt, because he hasn't caught anything yet. And some of the other cats are catching things. And then there's Branch Star. So let's sniff over here. Ooh, and I wonder if Lizard Paw could make a bit of a faux pas. I wonder if Lizard Paw would be feeling kind of weird how everyone else isn't learning how to hunt. And Lizard Paw doesn't really understand social things very well yet because he's kind of isolated himself. So I wonder if he would try... There he goes. Oh my goodness! Hang on. Did he just figure out... And Lizard Paw just gained his first hunting skill by jumping on Branch Star, but I don't think Branch Star would appreciate that. Like, it's not his place to have to train some other clan's kits, and he would be very... I think he would go ahead and hiss at Lizard Paw for it. And I know that sounds terrible, but it's just, I think Lizard Paw kind of has committed a little bit of a faux pas here without realizing it, because he didn't realize that that was a thing you're not supposed to do with cats from another clan, because he's never really paying attention. What on earth is going on with all these rocks? Slate is about to have a snack. What on earth is going on over here? Yeah, he doesn't really pay attention to those kinds of things. So let's send him over here to his dad. Stay here, Lion Star. I see you trying to sneak off. Let's have him come over to his dad and like friendly, maybe sniff, and then I'm gonna have Lion Star go ahead and like nuzzle him discreetly, because Lion Star would have seen that and been a little embarrassed, because it would have shown how low level Lizard Paw's skills are. So I think he'd be a little embarrassed, but he'd give his son like a friendly nuzzle to try to like cool him off. And then Briarstock, who's still trying to sleep. Briarstock, for crying out loud, when did you get fleas? When did this happen? Nightfrost wants to sniff him, so we'll let that happen. Where'd Stonepaw go? Stonepaw, you stay here. Stay here. Where's your sister? And here's Oakpaw trying to take a nap. But he wants to sniff Stonepaw, so we'll let that happen too. But yeah, I think that the apprentices are probably getting pretty tired, so we'll send them home soon. Where's Wildpaw? She's busy stalking for prey. Dang it, Crowfeather! And I'm gonna have to roll for Crowfeather to see if he has an illness or not. So 1 second. Crowfeather is totally fine, don't worry. Which is good, because I was going to be a little cranky with him if he ended up getting some horrific illness, leaf bear illness, just because he had to pee and he didn't go pee. So let's see, Wildpaw, she's trying to catch something. And then where's Oakpaw? Taking a nap. He does want to sniff Nightfrost though. I think the apprentices are getting very tired though, because it's clear that they're definitely exhausted. And it's interesting how Nightfrost constantly knows all of these other cats, like Shadowgaze, Cloudpelt. Huh. And she's not very interested in doing anything here. So where's Stonepaw? I think she would bring her mentor over. He wants to sniff, Stonepaw wants to sniff Oakpaw. So I think we'll let that happen. And actually, I really want to bring Lizardpaw back around and maybe have him get a chance to interact a little bit more with Stonepaw, because they're both Spirit of the Forest cats. And, you know, Stonepaw is always quietly listening to the rocks, so maybe Lizardpaw will be able to have a friend in that. Maybe they'll be like medicine cats, or maybe their natures will be so different that they won't really be able to have that kind of relationship. Because can a cat who is the spirit cat of the forest really connect on any friendship level with a cat who is the spirit cat of the stones? Nightfrost is just like done with this. All right. And then let's see. Branch Star. He's goofing around with Briarstock. Okay. Well, we'll send him home soon. It is past midnight. It is late. They need to do some scratching. We need to send them all home. So I think we'll wrap it up soon. But I think Lizardpaw, he wants to like, I think he'd be like, please train me. Like, I think he's starting to realize, away from his mother, away from Dogaze, away from Silverfang, I think Lizardpaw feels really out of his element right here. And meanwhile, Stonepaw is starting to do a little bit of hunting too. Yeah, I think Lizardpaw would be like discreetly trying to ask his dad to please train him, because he's really feeling out of his element. All these other cats are hunting and kind of showing off their skills. And then here he is. Dang it, Honeywish! Honeywish apparently decided that she didn't need to be around all of the people with the mentor, like the mentors and apprentices. So she already headed home without my permission. But yeah, I think Lizardpaw would try training with his dad really quickly, like so. And then we'll let him go ahead and try stalking for prey and see if he has any luck stalking for prey. And then I'm going to go ahead and have Oakpaw sniff Nightfrost, because that is the last thing he really wants to do. Nightfrost, calm down. Alright, there we go. Nightfrost is done with this. I think that's her way of saying, get me out of here. She doesn't want to be here anymore. Anything else? No, it looks like Branch Star is just ready. He's ready to run around too. I think he's ready to collect the kits. Stay here, Wild Kit. You need to stay here just a little bit longer. Come back over here. And then we'll wait for just a moment to see if Lizard Kit is able to find anything. And then I think that's all of the interactions that the cats want to have for now. And yeah, Stonepaw. Anything else? Oh, he wants to sniff Oakpaw too. So, alright, come here, Stonepaw. You're going to come over here. You're going to sniff Oakpaw. I just want to give everybody who wants to have an interaction a chance. And I want to give Lizard Paw a chance because I think he would have kind of woken up from his plant days for just a moment and be feeling like he needs to try to prove himself. So is he going to be able to prove himself and stalk something? Catch his very first prey even before his brother Oakpaw, who's super popular with the other cats it seems, is able to? I don't know. We're going to have to see. Alright, meanwhile, Stonepaw. Yeah, Stonepaw wanted to sniff. Sniff, sniff, sniff. Good, good, good. Sniff Crowfeather. He's not here. Sniff Branch Star. Branch Star is here. Or he should be here. Branch Star for crying out loud. Maybe another sniff. Alright, Lizard Paw, are you going to be able to catch something? Oh, it's a lizard. That's kind of adorably ironic. Come on, Lizard Paw, come on. Have a good first hunt. Alright, Wild Paw, are you doing something? Alright, Wild Paw, for crying out loud, just stalk for prey if you're going to be antsy-pantsy. Oh, Lizard Paw. Ah, it's so cute. Are you going to be able to catch that? Come on, Lizard Paw, it's your very first prey. It totally suits you. Oh my goodness, please catch this. I'll be so happy if you catch this. Look, your tails are the same. Come on, Lizard Paw, you can do it. Alright, we'll have to see how that works. Alright. Alright, Branch Star, what are you going to think? And hang on, I have to find where the heck... Okay, Willow, for crying out loud. You need to go sleep. Hang on one second. Willow is going to die, so I need to take care of her. Willow, you broke your... She broke her thing, you guys. She broke her computer. Okay, hang on. Who was it who wanted to sniff? Oh, it was Stonepaw. Interesting. So Stonepaw actually seems to be a little bit more in tune with wanting to be able to be a good hunter than the other spirit cats. So that's interesting to me. I think there's definitely a little extra something. Oh, Lizard Paw. A little extra something that explains why Lizard Paw is not a very good hunter and how he thinks, and he just got a maple leaf. Well, that's okay. All right, and the cats had a pretty peaceful meeting, no fighting. I was a little bit worried that there would be a lot of fighting, but I think that Lizard Paw just kind of embarrassed himself a little bit by not being able to actually find what they were looking for and not get a prey item. He missed out on catching a lizard. I think he did it a little bit publicly. Some of the other cats noticed, and he's feeling a little bit like he doesn't know who he is or what he is, and it's just really, really, really starting to hit him, especially after Wild Paw reacted the way she did to the greenery on him and his brother, that he's different than the other cats. And I'm not sure what Lizard Paw is going to think about that, especially because even though Oak Paw is also quite green, the other cats really wanted to sniff him. They talked to him. He interacted with them. They reacted pretty well to him. He didn't make social faux pas like pouncing Branch Star the way that Lizard Paw did. So we're going to have to see how the apprentices develop that way. And we're going to have to see, it looks like Wild Paw is actually far more interested in hunting, and Stone Paw is actually a lot more social than I thought he would be. So we'll have to see where all of the cats and their relationships and the clans continue to go. And we'll have to see what happens when prey or resources that the cats might want start becoming a little bit more competitive. So we'll see what happens, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.